It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, a Monday morning, and you heard that little chime, that notification that just went off on your TV, which means that it's time to talk relationships. Now, the journey of life is a varied and complex one that brings with it a myriad of experiences that can leave us both with profound joy or hurtful sorrow and everything in between. Experiences in romantic love can be particularly poignant, and the remnants of the past can have an effect that is so marked that our views on relationships sometimes become forever jaded as a result of it. So today we're asking the question, has your partner's previous relationship affected your current relationship? And this morning we're joined by transformational life coach Janine Marlese to help us discuss this topic. And we'd love to also hear some questions and comments coming through from you. Engage with us on Expresso Morning Show SABC3. That's where you can find us on Facebook. And wherever you are asking those questions, hashtag Expresso Show so that we can spot them a little bit easier. Great to have you here with us, Janine, on this Monday morning.
Thanks so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Relationship talk is one of my favorite things because also I'm still young and trying to find myself, you know, what I'm attracted to and things that I'm not attracted to. Growing up, we idealize relationships, more like fantasies, etc. But when something goes wrong, we panic because we don't know how to deal with it. So why are unhealthy relationships so hurtful?
Okay, well, relationships are a massive part of our lives. If your relationship's not going well, the rest of your life is basically not going well. It filters into every part of your lives, okay? So, unhealthy relationships have a lot to do with abuse and you go through a lot of self-image issues because it's a lot of manipulation sometimes and a lot of, like really... I'm sorry.
No,
that's
it's okay.
Not to worry.
I mean,
I'll get, while you think about that, let me get you through to the next question where I want to talk about when you do go through a bad relationship and the breakup thereafter, it can have quite a heavy effect on you. Do you have some tips on how people can heal better while maintaining, especially that self-image where, you know, you don't end up either giving up on love or giving up on yourself? How do you coach yourself through that?
Okay, well, I think what I tell my clients and what I find really important is that you go through the stages of the relationship. You're going to be going through a lot of emotions. Feel those emotions, let them come up and allow yourself to go through them. A lot of people just walk away from it and they say, I'm fine. Yeah, they try and suppress it. They tell themselves,
that, like, I'm actually sad right now, so I'm going to find something quickly to distract me from feeling that emotion.
Yeah, go through those emotions, feel them, and then once you've felt them, you can actually take a stand back and you can say, okay, what have I learned from this relationship and how can this benefit me? How can I expand as a person from what I've been through in the relationship?
I mean, but that could be so difficult, though, because we always want to be right in a relationship. You don't want it to go wrong because of you. So I imagine it takes a lot of maturity. But then once you're out of that relationship and it's time to, you know, get yourself back out there, find love, what's your advice to people who are trying to get back into the dating scene?
I think you must just put yourself out there. I think so many people are so scared that it's going to lead to commitment. It doesn't have to lead to commitment. You can be friends with people and you can go out with your friends and see people and do things and just get yourself out there to get your self-confidence up again. Because people are so afraid once they've gone in a bad relationship, they're so afraid to put themselves out there. It is so important and so crucial to put yourself out there again.
And then you end up meeting someone inevitably, but you know, obviously because of the results of the past, you're not quite sure whether you want to go the full hog of commitment with this person. Should you then pursue a relationship, or if you don't yet feel the ability to commit, is it then when you should go, well, maybe I should back up? Just call it quits. What's the right way of going about it?
I think that you should go into a friendship first and take your time with it and see how it goes. If you feel that your heart is not ready, just take your time, but don't think that it's commitment. And once again, we always think that when we get into a relationship, it's going to be commitment. Just take your time, be friends with the person, be yourself, get to know each other, and then see where it goes from there. Don't put yourself in that position where I have to commit now, and it's like the serious thing.
I absolutely love that. Taking down notes right now. We're continuing the conversation with Janine Marlese a little later on the show. I mean, has your partner been hurt by a previous relationship? We'd love to hear your questions and thoughts on that. Make sure to hit us up on our social media platforms. I mean, some relationships are great. I mean, it's festive season. I know a lot of people are planning vacations. If you haven't, Graham, what tips or romantic places do you have for us?
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's a Monday morning and we're talking relationships right now. And today, Transformational life coach Janine Marlese is in the hot seat to help us discuss how to navigate a relationship with a partner who's been hurt by a previous relationship. And we'd love to hear from you. Your questions and comments are very welcome on our Facebook page. Drop a comment over there. Expresso Morning Show SABC3. And we've had some comments coming through to our Good Morning post. And this is what Fiona had to say, because we were talking about things that you've learned in the past that you can use in current relationships to help you succeed. Fiona there says, couples should communicate, that keeping things from each other breaks love and trust, and all the effort will be for nothing. I'm sure that you would agree with that, Janine.
Yes. Absolutely.
Take a look at more of the comments. Lanique here says, communication is important, but respecting each other is more important. Being honest at all times and loving the person unconditionally. Thank you very much for that, Lanique. We have another one here from Suzanne de Goede, who says, don't allow manipulation. Don't allow mental or physical abuse. Hard lessons I had to learn. Apart from that, respect is very important. And I think that we had one more coming through from Marsha here, who says, do not ignore burning issues or habits, bad manners, but talk them through. Respect and being emotionally independent. Communication is the perfect channel. Any comments towards all of that, Janine?
Yeah, communication is key. You can actually sort out anything. If you come from a very calm space, you can actually say anything to anyone. It's all in the way that you say it.
Yeah.
And you can actually deal with any issue that is out there.
And it's important to spot the red flags, you know, while you can see them in the initial stages of the relationship, so you can address it. So there's this Drake lyric that goes, dealing with the heart that I didn't break. I'm not sure from which song, but that's...
Okay, all right, I see where you're going with that. There we go.
So that's why I want to turn the conversation here, like to talk about, you know, the partner of the person who's been hurt by love before. So now they become reluctant to give into love or, you know, to commit. Is there anything or any amount of action that you can, you know, do to convince them otherwise?
I think that you should never try and convince anybody to be committed to you. I think if somebody is not committed, wanting to be committed, then they're coming from a space of being really hurt. They've developed new beliefs and new ideals about what love is, and you need to be patient with that and understanding. And you can never force anybody to commit to you.
Let's talk about firstly gaining that understanding once a partner, let's say, reveals to you that the reasons why I cannot commit or I'm not fully in this relationship is because of past experiences X, Y, and Z. And then after that, maintaining that understanding, because I think that people's patience and empathy and understanding wanes over time as their own sense of wanting to be committed might reach levels of desperation. I mean that in the most respectful way. But how do you then, as the partner who is having to deal with this issue with somebody who's been hurt before, how do you maintain that level of understanding, of empathy, and of patience in order to allow the relationship to grow?
Okay, well, you have to just put yourself in their position. You have to see where they come from, and you have to understand that, like I said before, new beliefs have been formed, and a whole new model of the world regarding love has been formed. So you need to create that space for them where it's safe and they feel unpressured. They feel that you're patient with them, and you are constantly patient from your own side. You are not putting any pressure. That's the whole thing. We put pressure the whole time. We're like, but this person must commit to me. This person must commit to me. They don't have to commit to you. Just be patient with them and let them, on their own time, get there.
I mean, with some breakups, it's not necessarily because it was a bad relationship, but I think a mutual understanding that we're not as compatible as we should be. So that kind of breakup, how do you maintain the idea of being friends?
Sometimes you just have to accept that you're not romantically right for each person. And sometimes that can be the most valuable friend. Because that person knows you deeper. You once were maybe committed to each other and you were in a love relationship and you got to know deeper parts of each other. So that is actually a very, very valuable friend.
And maybe at the end of the day, being able to exit from that kind of relationship and understanding that classic, it wasn't me, it was you kind of thing, and being able to then still maintain your ideals of love and not letting that affect you, like I wasn't enough for this person, because that can be quite a debilitating thought, to have that voice in your mind telling you I wasn't enough. I wasn't enough. Janine, thank you very, very much. Where can we follow you on social media?
Yes, on Janine Marlese and on Instagram _Janine Marlese.
Excellent. Thank you very much. And thank you also for engaging with us in this conversation. We hope that you found the conversation very enlightening.